War veterans in the country have requested the government to honour them for their roles in supporting the British colony and fighting their enemies in World War I and World War II. The veterans, who joined other dignitaries in celebrating Remembrance Day, said the compensation received annually from the British government is not enough for their upkeep. This story has been voiced by Dorcas Wangira and produced by our very own Joroge Gatete.
A call to remembrance. KDF officers joining war veterans, their families and officials from the United Kingdom High Commission in this year's Commonwealth War Remembrance Service. The first service was conducted at the Sinopath along Kenyatta Avenue, where a monument was built in honor of the soldiers who died in World War I and World War II. From here, the procession headed to the Nairobi War Cemetery, where they had a moment to lay wreaths in remembrance of their colleagues. The bodies of some of the war veterans were never recovered. Thomas Mbai and Maria Komwangi are among the survivors of World War II. They had been recruited by the British colony to join their soldiers in the then Burma, India, as part of the East Africa Medical Corps.
Vita ambao tumeingia 1939 na nilikuwa na miaka 29. Wakati wa vita nilikuwa ninajoini nini medical. Nilikuwa nakaa medical.
I was recruited in 1943 and taken for training. We were then informed that we will travel to overseas. We went to Burma, although we did not travel directly to Burma. We fought with the Germans and the Japanese and defeated them in 1945. We came back to Kenya in 1946.
The veterans, they say, were tricked by the British to join them with the hope of landing jobs in the country, only for them to end up in a war with little payment and no pension.
Tukiandikwa hapa tunaandikwa shilingi 15 na tukienda huku tunaanza na 30. Mtu ambao analikuwa na shilingi 40 ni mtu ambao ana daraja, anapata daraja.
When we were leaving the army, we were given 150 shillings, not in person, but the money was deposited in an account at Posta, and then we were advised to invest and add more to the cash.
They later joined the Mau Mau uprising in fighting for Kenya's independence. Anseta Gaji, who is 92 years old, was also here in honor of her husband. The late Anastasia Nkanya, who died in 2017, aged 94 years, was part of the team that fought in India. The family of the late Nkanya calling on the government to support the war veterans who live in poverty despite their contribution to the nation.
When he was alive, he told us stories about Burma, how they were fighting, and he could show us his uniform.
Mzee Githeri went to vote very early in the morning. He was honored with the men. And these people here who went to India like that one, none who has recognized them to be, they should be soldiers.
We have now a scheme where individuals or their widows who served in the British Army up until 1963 can apply for a welfare grant, which is in the order of 90,000 shillings per year.